Okay, now what I'm doing is showing you the fish as they're eating some nori. See this right here? You put it in and everybody comes swimming to it. They love it. They share it. Actually, they don't peck on each other. They do a good job. They'll kind of take their turns. They all do a nice job. Just watch them for a piece and see what happens. I think that if you watch, you'll see them rotate in and out. It's actually quite nice. They obviously seemingly probably have a pecking order. They do this, you know, when they eat in different things. You'll see some of them get like aggravated with each other at times when they're eating. But in general, I do personally, me, Tisha of the Leo and Tisha, I feed like a crazy woman. I give them a lot of food. I don't give them too much more than they should have, but I'm just saying, I am not shy with the food. I tend to over more than under feed. I'm pretty sure Leo does the same thing. We like to keep them happy, happy, happy. And we have a lot of cleaning crew. And you see this is a rather large tank, so we have lots of room for them to move. And we have lots of cleaning crew down there working it too. So we have good things going on. As always, an aquarium's always in the works. You can't, well, some people can. They've done amazing, but they've been doing it for a long time or mastered it. We're rocking it pretty well, but we're learning it and loving it and enjoy just learning the intricacies that are involved in reef keeping and actually husbandry in general. Leo's been doing it a lot longer than me. He still does a lot more than me. I just help. But what's cool is you see the nori now has been left alone, and they'll keep coming here and there. What happens is when you first put it in, everybody's got to take a peek at it and see what's going on. They know what it is. They eat it all the time. They can smell it. They're not cognitive like we are, so they're not talking about it. They're just doing their thing in their own way. But they know what it is, and they know the pecking order, so they just adhere to it. And you'll see them kind of all fall out, and go away from each other. So they know exactly what they're doing. They know how to do it. Somebody wants a little piece, they'll come up and grab some. And in general, they have a nice little relationship. There was a hawkfish in here. He's since died. He got cut by the coal tang, which the coal tang's actually not coming out for the nori. He comes out and cleans a lot of the things around, but he's actually, oh, there he is. There he comes. There's the coal tang. I just said he wasn't out, and he wasn't. Now he is. You see him pecking on the rocks. There he is. So now we got the coal tang out and about. The thing is, I think the coal tang's the one that got the hawkfish, and the hawkfish, long story short, kind of started some stuff when he first got put in with our, where did you go over there? I never can remember that one. I want to call it cowboy, and it's not a cowboy at all. I don't know why I do it. What is it called, Leo? Striped fish?
Huh?
The striped fish, I call it wrong every time.
Chalk bass.
Chalk bass. I love this guy, and I don't know why I can't remember his chalk bass. I don't know why I want to call it cowboy. I have nothing to do with a cowboy. It has nothing to do with a cowboy. There's not a cowboy fish. I don't know what happened in my brain, but as soon as we got it, that's what I always call him, and I don't mean to. He doesn't even act like a cowboy. He's not like overt or any of that craziness. He's actually kind of seemingly, you know, I'm here, but I'm out of the way kind of thing. So he's not even like cowboying it up or anything. I don't know from where that came in my brain, but it did. And I can't get it out. Chalk bass, he's beautiful. But anyway, the hawkfish came after him immediately when he got put in. And so we had to rescue him for a while and put him over here in the 40-gallon over here. So we had to take him and rescue him. And when we did, it was good to go. But then the hawkfish later, it took months. And then finally he, I guess, got after something too much. And we think the coal tang actually is the one who got him, and he had to slice a little. I didn't see it, thank goodness. I know nature happens and all that stuff, but it's tough for me. And Leo doesn't like it when any of them die either. No one does, but he found him. I'm glad it wasn't me because he got cut, and I actually would have seen that and been pretty upset. I never got to see it, so that was at least a blessing in disguise for me. I hate that it happened, of course. We all do. We always do. It doesn't happen all the time. That's what's cool. In our tanks, we haven't had lately, we had some back in the day. I'm talking about years prior. We've had some when we were learning things. We did the best we could. And sometimes you just get a sick fish and you do the absolute best you can. But it's not like people where you can do certain stuff. And a lot of the treatments on the fish are pretty harsh. And we hate every bit of that when it happens. It's rare that it happens, so we're glad. The point is, the Nori is what we got into to begin with. You can see now, they're not doing anything bad to each other, but they're all around the Nori. You see that one right here, the fox face, his fins will go up, his dorsals will go fly up. If something comes too close to him, to let him know, hey, this is a warning, back off. So he's swimming great now, but you also see it fly up whenever if something comes into his space and he doesn't like it. He's not doing it right now. They're actually copacetic because he's not doing any fin things. He's not saying, hey, back off. But earlier, 5 seconds ago, I saw him fly up a little bit for a pinch. And they actually, there you go. When the filefish came next to him, you saw him fly right up. That's his fin saying, hey, back off, too close. And now you see they go down. So what's cool about this tank, and I love, is putting Nori out or something like this, for example, and I'm actually sharing it to hopefully give people knowledge or just for fun knowledge, because I didn't know any of this stuff until and I love fish and I love swimming, always have, but I didn't know anything about fish or their behavior, and that's actually a cool thing to watch and learn and share with people so that they watch and learn. And as we continue on this journey, I'm going to keep doing it. And I love the fact that you could put Nori out and look at it still sitting there. And now they're all kind of backed off, and you see them kind of here and there going around. You see this one, when somebody gets too close, lets them know, hey, give me a warning. And he doesn't just attack someone. And the clownfish is really cool, and he actually will let you know, and he'll get a little bit into it and go, hey, knock it off. But he also has gotten cut on the face a little bit before for messing with the coal tank right here, this one right there. And they'll do it here and they'll let them know, hey, you got too far. So it's a warning, but if they don't adhere to the warning, they end up getting cut badly like the hawkfish did, and he got cut to the point where he didn't live. And as much as I hate that, they have room in this tank to go fly around and do whatever they'd like to do. We try to make it as, I'm all about animals, so part of me at first hated putting an aquarium because I'm like, they have the whole ocean and we just took them out of it. But the point is, we didn't. We go to aquarium stores, and a lot of them, they actually make, they'll breed them or whatever. And so they're doing it there. It's not always the case, but the point is, there you go, you see him eating Nori again. And this one goes in and gets some too. And then filefish comes in and grabs a little bit more. I think he's gonna. He didn't. He did it first time, then he backed off. Anyway, the point is, all the rambling I'm giving is just because I hate taking animals out of their natural environment. But at the same time, oh, there you go. They're going, good work. There you go, fox face. They do the best they can do, and they're trying to help people learn so that they can help learn why oceans are so vital and why the fish inhabitants and any other creature inhabitants. Oh, you see those spikes going on? Spikes are going on because something got too close. That coal tank got too close to him. He was letting them know, hey, back off. But that's what I love about doing aquariums. It helps you learn about fish and how to treat corals and how to treat fish. And as much as we don't like to lose anything, we pretty much have a really good track record. But at the same time, sometimes when you have some deaths, you feel bad. Like when we first started, some of them were just sick, and you try to do a quarantine and do the best you can, and that's all you can do. Some of them actually just are not hardy fish. So we try to get very hardy fish. Now that we keep going into this more and more, it's maybe our 4th or 5th year in, we're trying to grab hardy fish only. There were some sensitive ones that we actually learned about, and we will not ever put in our tank, long story short. But this is what I love about this. Look at this Nori feeding going on. Check that out. He went away, came back and eaten some. You saw the clown coming in. Now you see the coal tank coming in. See, they're all being very copacetic. And if anything gets too close, this guy, as you saw twice or 3 times already, flips up the fins and says, back off. And if you don't, you're gonna have a problem. And like I talked to you about, the coal tank at times has cut something because it said, hey, you got too close. He did this one right here. It doesn't have, I can't see the mark anymore, but he had it right there. The clown did. He got too close. And he didn't adhere to the back off warnings that he gave. Or he or she, I don't know about the sex. But anyway, point is, I love watching the behaviors and I love learning. And this aquarium allows me, who had never really understood fish. I love fish, but I didn't ever understand the behaviors of them. And they have a lot of very intricate behaviors. Like this clownfish has a symbiotic relationship with this anemone. I love that. It is one of my favorite things to watch. For a while, he didn't have it, and what he would do is host that corner of this tank every day. That corner was his, and he would host it all day long. But now we got a bubble tip anemone. Actually, this is from upstairs. We have one upstairs for our other lightning maroon clown. What happened is it finally split off. It took maybe a year or two. Leo's not in here for to confirm, but I think it was a year or two. More like a year and a half. But that thing finally split off from upstairs. So we brought him down here because this one didn't have one. The one upstairs did. It took a while for the one upstairs to host it, but he did, and now it's like his bestie. And what happens is that's in nature. He knew when we put it in there that it was for him. Nobody else wants to host it. That's not what they do. Clownfish are known and notorious for hosting in general. And in particular, their favorite things to host is bubble tip anemones. And so we got one. Oh, you see that right there? There's a little bit of things going on, bantering. You just saw some bantering right there. A couple of them, and they gave the warning signs, which is kind of a shake. Instead of throwing up the fins, they shook it big time. At least you got to see that. So that, and see, they all backed off. Check it out. Everybody's swimming. Nobody's hurt. Chalk bass over there. Coal tang, file, fox face, clown. So you saw the bantering, but you also saw it backs off pretty quick. They know what to do, and they know how to respect each other. It's actually really cool. Sometimes if only humans could do that. But the thing is, we have a cognition that gets in the way and kind of breaks up some of the instincts that we actually have that instinct too. Humans actually have these kind of instincts too, but what they have that gets in the way is the brain and cognition that kind of, instead of backing off, might make you smart off to somebody instead of backing off. So we have a little extra cognition that kind of causes some problems. Like if you see this that you just saw going on in like a human population with 4 things coming at each other a little bit, kind of, they weren't crazy, but they got into it and you saw it. If 4 humans did that, somebody would probably be bleeding lip and all kinds of stuff. You see these guys? Look at them. They're still having a good time. He's still hosting his guy. These guys are still swimming around each other. So they do that. They know how to respect each other and back off, or they get hurt. Typically, they don't just get hurt. The hawkfish did, and we didn't get to see it. We just found the after effect. I didn't find it, thank goodness. Leo did, like I said. But you see this live action right now, and you can watch how much they can respect each other. It's actually cool. And see, now the filefish is eating it. Oh, everybody seems interested, but they're still respecting right now. I love watching it. And see, now they're all away. Okay, I just wanted to share that. And I shared a bunch of other things too, but hopefully you didn't hate it. And I could just show you some stuff you may or may not have known. And if you did, I hope you still enjoyed watching it, because it's still beautiful no matter how much you know. Aquariums are just awesome to watch nature happen. And I love it. Alright, there you go. You saw him hosting again. And still, there you go. Foxface is still eating. He's still hosting, he's still eating. And you see, they're still near each other, and they're able to do that with absolutely no problem. Not even a hint of any problems. So it's just cool as heck. I love it. Alright, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Leo and Tisha, over and out. If you can, please like and subscribe. If you would like to, please put in comments what you would like to see. We do all kinds of different things. You'll see if we post all the time. We don't post all the time, but we do post, and we do so many different things. We're going to show you all of it regardless of who wants what. However, what we will do is if you want something or you like something and you tell us, we'll try to do that more so that we can let people know and see some more stuff that is liked. We're going to share regardless because we do lots of fun stuff. From DIY, we've done tons of DIY, not just aquariums, inside and outdoors. We've done all kinds of stuff with toys, boats, or UTVs, you name it. So we like to share everything. Let us know in the comments what you do and don't like, and we'll try to share more. Thank you. Leo and Tisha. Bye-bye.